This is just amazing information. Let's talk to, up next, Robert in Kentucky. You're on the air. Go ahead.
Oh, great. Alex, David, big fan of both yours. It's an honor to talk to you. I just wanted to know, David, from your perspective, I'm glad you brought up the reptilian. Last week, the U.S. military cut off all information on incoming foreign bodies.
Yes, that was in the Associated Press and NASA. All meteor storms, they have them every year. Everything's classified coming into the atmosphere now, and all the rocks that come into the planet that they put on the news. Now, national security, David. I know you saw that. What do you? Sorry, caller. Go ahead.
Do you think that? What is your perspective on that playing into the return of the Anunnaki, the gods? Like I said, I'll take the answer off.
Or are the globalists going to stage a fake blue beam? Go ahead. Thank you, caller.
Yeah, well, any of these things are possible. I mean, the thing is that we are not the only life species in this universe. But, people see visible light as the universe. And like I say, the universe is visible light plus all the dark matter, which is the vast the vast majority of this universe we cannot decode. And it's very badly named dark matter or dark energy because it gives the perception of being like somewhere with a light off. It's not like that. They call it dark because they can't see it, and they can't see it because they're in bodies that can't decode it. And a lot of these so-called aliens or extraterrestrial forms, they actually come into visible light from the dark energy areas of the universe because they can move frequencies. And so they can appear and disappear. This is when people see a UFO or some entity appear and disappear. It's left the frequency of visible light, so they can't decode it. So to their perception, it appears and disappears. It doesn't. It just moves into another.
Well, now that we've gotten off into this realm, we are on a planet in the middle of the universe with billions of galaxies around us. And caller, I appreciate your call. In closing, David, is there anybody going to come help us from the evil reptoid rulers? I mean, anybody going to save us, or I guess that's up to us to do.
I don't think we need saving. I think the means is already there. It's called becoming conscious. And you see, there's a reason why these guys are terrified of us becoming conscious, and they work so desperately hard, more so than ever before, because they have to keep us asleep. Because when we wake up, it's over for them, and they know that. I don't fully know the reason, but there's a reason they're terrified of us, because of powers that humans have that they do not have. And certainly when you are in the depth of I don't like using the word evil, but the depth of imbalance that they're in and sickness, they cannot even begin to access consciousness. They're so far away from it vibrationally because of the density their state of mind puts them in.
Well, David, since you brought up the Garden of Eden, and the issue here is we're made in the image of God. I mean, if you really interpret the Bible that way, are we a copy or some manifestation of something else that's on other planets?
Well, you see, I think this whole universe, this whole reality, this whole infinite awareness is just so extraordinary compared with what we've been led to believe through our lives. You see, even religions and all these different ways of seeing God and life, we've got to remember that these have all developed within the limitations of human perception and the perception of the body computer, and within this very narrow band we call visible light. When we expand our consciousness out of that, then, and you hinted at it a few times in things you've said in the show, you start to see the full incredible magnitude of what we're part of. Not just what we're part of, but what we are. And it's preventing us from that realization, that self-realization that we are infinite consciousness, that they work so hard to do, because if they didn't and they weren't successful at doing it, then what they do would be impossible.
Well, it's like Bill Hicks said, then you figure out that it's just a ride, and people are like, shut up, kill him, shut him up.
Yeah, exactly.
I got a lot invested in this ride.
Exactly. I mean, how many Christians would kill Jesus if he came back, I mean, please.
Well, David, I'm not going to go to any more calls. I apologize to Bridget, Maria, and Ryan and Tim. We've kept David too long. And just always an amazing having you on, coming to the United States in October. Details at davidicke.com. God bless you, David, and we appreciate your time coming on with us. And do we know the name of the new book coming out?
I've got a working title, but I might change it, so I'll keep it to myself. But I'll be finished by September for sure.
Okay, well, we look forward to having you back on in the next few months as soon as it's done. And be careful, my friend.
Okay, mate. Cheers, Alex. Bye.
Take care. There he goes. Ladies and gentlemen, going where this show has not gone before. But I think it's important for people to just expand their paradigms, question everything. That's what we've done with David Icke today. Jason Berman's back tonight, 9 to midnight. I'll be back tomorrow, 11 a.m. to 3 p.m. Central Standard Time. The biggest issue is all this petty governmental crap doesn't matter when you realize we're on a planet hurtling at 20-something thousand miles an hour through space, in the cosmos, experiencing. Even the limited spectrum is unbelievable. So stop feeling inadequate and thank the Creator, thank the Maker every day that you were given the gift of consciousness. Great job, crew. I'm Alex Jones, signing off. Until next time, happy trails.